Alright, y'all want to hear a real funny story? Super funny. I mean, I done told this story so many times. Everybody always have me repeat this story 50 million times. So, anyway, I'm going to tell y'all a story about the time I went to jail. So, it was about maybe almost 20 years ago now. You know that song where they say, welcome to Atlanta where the players play or whatever, and they have that. They got one line in there talking about where everybody goes to jail when they come to Atlanta. Pretty much so. Yeah. So your L's better be good because you're going to jail. So anyway, this was so long ago. So it was, at the time I was living in Dunwoody. I was living in Dunwoody right off Roswell Road. And I had just moved here from Detroit. And I had bought a new car, right? It wasn't a new car. It was like a used car or whatever, but it's a pretty, new car for me down here. And here in Atlanta, they have these temporary plates that they put on there. So they're like, they may be from the dealership or whatever, and they have the date on there and stuff. And so I'm driving. I'm coming from church. I'm looking, I got my little sundress on, looking too cute. And the police just pulled me over randomly. So, I'm sitting up there, like, all right, I can just kind of like smile or whatever, and whatever, I didn't know what he could possibly be pulling me over for. So I'm like, I'll just smile and stuff and he'll let me go. That's what we do in Detroit. Not the case in Georgia. So he pulls me over. He goes, license, registration and stuff. So I'm like, is there a reason, officer, that you pulled me over? So he was like, well, your tag that's in the back, it's past the date or whatever, and so whatever, whatever it was, whatever. So he said, yeah, and I said, well, I haven't received my license plates in the mail yet, or whatever it was. And so he was like, okay, give me license registration. So I give him the stuff or whatever. So I'm sitting there, so I call my girlfriend and I tell her I was gonna get on my way over her house, and I was like, yeah, I said the police just pulled me over, so I'm gonna be a little bit late, and I'm talking to her for a minute. So the police officer come back and he goes, Miss Richardson, and I'm like, officer. He goes, step out the vehicle. I said, step out the vehicle? For what? He was like, you are under arrest. I said, for what am I under arrest for? Under arrest? He was like, there's a warrant out for your arrest. I was like, a warrant? Like, well, don't they have that for like fugitives or something? America's Most Wanted? I'm not no wanted. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, that we don't know what the warrant is, but there's a warrant out for your arrest and we need you to get out. He was like, you need to step out the vehicle. So I'm like, I'm telling my girlfriend Candy, they know how to take me to jail. Like, you need to call somebody, call my mama or somebody. So I get out the thing, get out the car. And so he like handcuffs me and everything. Like, I'm like, like I am for real a criminal. And so I'm all embarrassed. It was all right on Roswell Road. I'm sitting there. I got my little cute sundress on and stuff. And he got me all like hemmed up. And by the time that, he finally came back over there, it's like all these police officers, and in back me thinking about it now, I know this is not true, but it felt like it was helicopters and stuff all around. It's probably about 15 police officers, 15 cars or whatever. And I'm exaggerating, but that's what it felt like. I was like, all this, like, what y'all, like, I ain't do nothing. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what could y'all possibly have me in here for? Like, he was like, we don't know, but there's a warrant out for your arrest and stuff. And so I'm like, I ain't do nothing. Like, what could I possibly do? I ain't do nothing. I was sitting up there and I started thinking, I was like, my license suspended? I was like, you get arrested, they take you to jail for your license being suspended. They was like, we don't know what it is or whatever. So I'm just sitting there like, what the hell? Y'all got the wrong person. So I'm in the car. And then, now, because I feel like they got the wrong person, I'm all bougie and stuff. And I was like, excuse me, what is your name? I was like, I feel like I'm not being treated well. And is there someone who can assist me with these handcuffs and stuff? I mean, extra bougie. I'm like straight up 90210 bougie. So I'm all like, this is ridiculous. this. And, you know, I'm talking to him and stuff. So now he's taking me down and stuff. So I'm talking to him. And I was like, you are so, you know, this is you guys are being so rude. And he turned around. He was like, would you shut up? You know, like you just got arrested. And I'm like, you know, but there obviously there's a mistake, you know. So they take me down there to the police station and stuff. By then, now they got back everything. It was like, you've been arrested because you had a ticket in Detroit and you didn't show up. You didn't show up or whatever. So they put a bench warrant out. And so, you know, for your arrest or whatever. So I'm like, what ticket? They was like, for no proof of registration. And I was thinking to myself, and I'm like, oh my God, I remember that. I was with Dew and we was going to the movies. And, you know, the only reason the police officer I had like no proof of registration. And, I don't even think I had proof of insurance. Whatever it was, the police officer like, I can take you to jail for this. But because Dude was in the car with me, they didn't, you know, do anything. So he let me go. He's like, just go, you know, to the police station and show him your, go up to, you know, Secretary of State or whatever. And, you know, show them your new registration and blah, blah, blah. So what happened when I first moved to Atlanta, it was kind of abrupt. So I just kind of like left. And in between the time, I ain't, you know, take care of it, whatever. So I'm like, fuck, like this is, you know, like this is ridiculous. So I'm like, you know, this is ridiculous. Like, all right, you know, whatever. So I'm like, so I called my girlfriend and stuff, and I'm like, you know, like, you know, what's up? She was like, I called your mom and them. She was like, they've already sent the money. You know, they like wired, because I talked to the police station, because she made it down to the police station before we even got there. So she was like, I talked to them, and they said it would probably be like $10,000. I said, $10,000? She was like, no, you just have to pay 10%. And she was like, it was like 1,000 or something, and your parents already wired the money. So I'm like, oh, all right, I'm cool. So I'm all, excuse me, you know, what time am I going to be out of here? I'm talking to my girlfriend on the phone, and my parents already sent the money. So, what time? They was like, what you mean, what time? I was like, you know, my parents, they have already sent the money and they've already wired it and stuff, whatever. She was down here waiting. So I'm, you know, I need to know like what time I'm be out of here. They was like, you ain't going nowhere. I was like, I ain't going nowhere. It was like, no, I was like, okay, so how long y'all about to be? She was like, you know, you need to just go ahead and relax and just sit down. So I'm like, you know, whatever. Like, I didn't watch TV and stuff. I was like, okay, they're trying to be all hard, whatever. So I was like, okay, like, I got to see, you know, like, I'm gonna have to make some friends or something up in this little holding cell or whatever. So I'm looking around, and you know, I'm like I said, I'm dressed all cute and stuff. So I'm looking around, and I'm like, they all busted, it messed all up. So I'm talking to people, I'm asking them, you know, because now I'm trying to be like motivational speaker and stuff. I'm telling them like, y'all don't have to do this, you don't have to live like this, whatever. They're looking at me, you know, I'm trying to tell them how to live their lives and stuff or whatever. And they like, bitch, you in here too, you in here, you know, you just like, I'm sitting up here like, no, I'm in here for traffic. I'm in here for traffic violation. But you stabbed your boyfriend, and you in here for credit fraud or whatever. And you stole some stuff or whatever. So, you know, this is like, I'm totally different. And I'm sitting, you know, I'm in there. And so, they go, we're getting ready to take you to the other side. So I'm like, the other side? What we gotta go to the other side for? It was like, you know, you going there. I was like, to prison? Like, jail, it was like, they said when you get, you know, it was like, you know, that's when you're going to go over to the other side. And when you get over there, you know, they have, like I had this one girl, she like trying to teach me the ropes. I'm like, you ain't got to teach me no ropes. I ain't like, I'm about to be up in here. Like, what are you talking about? I don't need no ropes. What do you mean? Like, you ain't going to teach me nothing. Like, this ain't about to be my new crib. Like, cut it out. So she was all like, you know, I'm going to tell you, know, see, they have it real cold because, you know, they don't be wanting no germs and stuff around here and whatever. So it be real cold or whatever. And you got it. And I was like, I'm not gonna be here. Like, you see, my parents always send my money. Like, I'm about to be out of here. Like, you know, what are y'all talking about? So they're sitting there like, bitch, you about to be here for a long time. So I'm like, no, I'm not. Y'all, you know, this is what y'all do. This is not what I do. I don't do this stuff. I'm legit. Like, I don't, you know, I did traffic. It's a traffic violation. It's not like y'all hardcore. Y'all, you know, y'all criminals up in here, not me. So we go, so they take us over to this room, and in the room they go, all right, strip. I was like, strip? They said, yeah, you need to take your clothes off. So I'm sitting up there, and I mean, the girls just pulling their stuff all out, and I'm like, in front of everybody. It was like, you better take off your damn clothes. And so I'm sitting there like, but you know, there's no separate facility like for us. It was like, if you don't take that shit off. And so the other girls, they was all sitting there like, take your, you know, like, take your little bougie ass out of here, you know, take the clothes off. So I'm sitting there, I was like, so the girl, so I said one more thing, whatever I was, and the girl was like, bitch, the police officer like, bitch, take the clothes off. I was like, bitch, why I gotta be, who's your supervisor? She was like, you don't take them damn clothes off. So I'm all like pulling my stuff up or whatever. So they throw this orange suit, just like the Orange Is the New fucking Black and Prison Cell Block H, Alcatraz, like all this. I'm like, for real, I'm in freaking prison. Like I am in prison. So they give me the, you know, thing, and then they give me this thing, they give me the orange suit, and then this thing with some big old panties in it, like, you know, for me to put that on, because you ain't have nothing on. So I'm like, I can keep my bra on or nothing? Like, I gotta, like, it was like, you know, gave me the stuff, and I was like, this look used. Like, we gotta put this on? Everybody gotta put on the used one. They don't give us no new one? And so she was like, they was just sitting up there looking at me. I was like, well, what about these panties? Like, are these look recycled too? Are these fresh? Like, what is this? And so I'm sitting there, I'm telling everybody, like, we don't have to, like, for real. I'm trying to get everybody, like, I'm helping back in slavery time. I'm telling them, like, we's free. Like, we ain't got to do it. I was like, we don't have to do this. And I'm like, I'm going to take our name stuff. I'm looking like I'm going to have a civil suit and stuff. Like, they shouldn't be treating us like this. Like, this is ridiculous. Them girls is looking at me like, if she don't shut up. And I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, they all got straight bush all out. Like, I was like, they wasn't prepared for all of this. So I'm looking at everybody. They was like, take your stuff. And I'm taking off everything. So now she was like, I had to put the damn panties on and this thing, you know, which color. So I was like, oh my God, please let these be some new ones. Like, this is just ridiculous. So then they go, we know you about to take you down to the to the sale thing. So I'm like, the sale? It was like, yeah, you know, now it's late at night. When they pulled me in, it was like maybe 2 something. It was at the church. It was like 2 or 3 or whatever. Now it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. So the girl who's supposed to be so I'm, you know, the reason that they got me in there is because in Georgia, or, you know, I don't know if this is anywhere or whatever, but since I had just moved there, I wasn't a resident. So they had to put me through this federal database and to see if I was like wanted anywhere else. And so they go, you know, you got to talk to the judge. So I'm like, okay, you know, like, can we call him? They was like, no, you can't talk. We can't call him. It's Sunday. The judge ain't coming to 9 o'clock tomorrow. And I was like, 9 o'clock? You mean 9 o'clock? Like in the AM? It was like 9 o'clock in the morning, and you might not be seen at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm sitting there like, you got to be kidding me. Y'all about to have me in here overnight? I'm about to be in prison overnight with the criminals? Like, for a traffic violation? What the hell? So I go on. So they put me in the thing. They put me in the they put me over into the little cell. And so I'm with the girl who's supposed to be giving me the ropes, like showing me the ropes or whatever. And so she's like, okay, I'm gonna get the top bunk, whatever. I was like, I'm not about to go to sleep in here. Like, we ain't about to be like that. I'm not your friend like that. I'm not about to be up in here. Like, we cell block, you know, cell block H, you know, homies or whatever. No, this ain't what I do. This y'all shit. This what y'all do. All y'all criminals. This what y'all do.